The round of 16, a journey in which it takes 4 wins to win the 2024 FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. In Leon today, we will see 4 teams advance to the next round. It is Finland taking on New Zealand first in this Leon leg. Later on, Japan will take on Mali, Argentina, and Italy, and Spain versus Mexico to fight for their place in the quarterfinal. This is Aaron Sanders. Welcome to this installment of the round of 16. There's already one game underway between Chinese Taipei and Australia is leading 22-6 as they are just underway in the second quarter. A look at one team that is looking to go off of leaps and bounds in their inaugural trip in the U17 World Cup, and that is Finland, a team that knows pretty well how to handle the basketball. 6th in rebounds per game with 54.3. However, their scoring has been up and down, but they are led by Tila Talonen, the 7th best scorer in the U17 World Cup with nearly 16 points a game, backed up by her teammate, the small forward, Evie Seppa, with 9 points and 7 rebounds a game as well. They went 1 and 2 in Group A competition, placing themselves in 3rd place. They play against New Zealand today, 2nd place in Group B with a 2-1 record, backed up by the U17 Women's World Cup leading scorer, Bailey Flavel, averaging 22.7 points per game, backed up by Kariana Hippolyte, who is the 10th best scorer as she averages 14.7 points and 4 assists per game, which is 7th in this tournament. New Zealand knows how to pile on the points, the 3rd best scoring team with 81.7 points per game. They lost to Italy, went by Mexico, and defeated Mali to mark themselves 2nd in Group B competition. This is New Zealand's 3rd appearance in the U17 World Cup and Finland's 1st. We will step aside for the national anthems, and we will return for the first game of the round of 16 phase from Leon.
Les pedimos a todos los asistentes respetuosamente nos pongamos de pie para escuchar el himno nacional de Nueva Zelanda. Quienes solicitamos permanecer de pie para escuchar respetuosamente el himno nacional de Finlandia.
That marked the 4th time Finland has heard their national anthem in the U17 World Cup, their very first appearance and their very first trip to the round of 16 as they place 3rd place in Group A competition with a 1-2 record. They face New Zealand, who placed 2nd in their group, Group B, a 2-1 record as they lost to Italy, defeated Mexico and Mali. Finland picked up their very first victory in U17 play against Argentina to wrap up group play yesterday by the score of 64-58. That's the head coach of Finland, Jussi Rekka, along with his assistant coaches Ray Alias and Susanna Stromberg. Finland's only ranking in the top 10 when it comes to stats are in the rebounds, 54.3 of them a game, led by Nicole Ogun, the 2nd best rebounder with 11.7 a game. Finland was also ranked 8th in the power rankings, 10th in the world. New Zealand, they're going to be starting with Cody Zeffo, Kariana Hippolyte, Bailey Flavel, the U17 leading scorer this year, along with Paulus Hokiana and Gia Anna Vukuma. Flavel and Hippolyte are a dangerous duo. Both of them combined average 37.4 points per game. The officials for today's game from Korea, Ji Yoon Ling, Australia, Ruben Wuglock, and from Poland, rounding out the field of the officials will be Paulina Karolina Jagdosh. Finland starts off with Erika Mace, Tila Talonen, Evie Seppa, Ilda Rehola, and Nicole Ogun. Moments away from tip-off. Again, this is Aaron Sanders. Thank you for joining us in the U17, in the round of 16 phase, and the U17 Women's World Cup. We've had 3 days of group play. We have seen some outstanding highlights and moments. Now as we get into the tournament phase, this is the start of a 5-day journey as one of these teams will fight and play for the FIBA U17 Women's Championship. A big welcome to Tero Nikanen and Saulius Jerkantes, one of the new members of the premium membership on YouTube, for which you can subscribe for just 99 cents a month. Custom badges, avatars, exclusive Q&A sessions with the FIBA experts, and more on the way to you if you subscribe for just 99 cents a month. Once again, another game taking place in the round of 16 over in Irapuato, Australia, topping Chinese Taipei 37-10 as they're halfway in to the second quarter. The other game coming up over in Irapuato will be Puerto Rico and Canada. The first 3 games you will see today will feature 3 of those 4 teams making their round of 16 debut. Finland being one of them on this end, and then Chinese Taipei and Puerto Rico will be the other over in Irapuato. Melanie Bennett's team, New Zealand, the 3rd best scoring team with 81.7 a game, 4th best rebounder, 55 a game, and they share the ball well, averaging 18.3 assists per game and 5th in the field goals at nearly 41. Gianna Hippolyte will tip it off for New Zealand, and Nicole Ogun, the World Cup's 2nd best rebounder, will square it off for Finland. The tip is controlled by New Zealand, And the Leon leg of the round of 16 is up and going. New Zealand going right to left, wearing their black uniforms and white trim and numbers. Finland wearing their white jerseys and blue numbers as it's taken away. Nicole Ogun on the break. 3 from the corner. That's good. And a fast start is what Elda Rihela and Finland needs to do to keep New Zealand off their game and out of the paint too. Pallas Hokiana going for the layup. That's off the mark. Hokiana hasn't had a lot of luck at the shots, averaging 20% a game. Another 3 from the corner. That time that doesn't fall. New Zealand, 11th in the power rankings and 31st in the world as a head and shoulder fakes goes down for Waikimihia Karahuna. As Karahuna scores New Zealand's first points in the round of 16. New Zealand's third appearance in the World Cup, like I mentioned before. Shot off the mark. Ogun with the rebound and the spin. Dishes it out right back to the corner, and that bounces up and in. So Finland going outside and forcing New Zealand to spread. That was a wild layup, and that's picked up. DeSwamis and Tila Talonen trying to whip through to Ogun for the assist. It was a mixture of a layup and a rebound, but down the other way is Bailey Flavel on the lob. As Pallas Hokiana is unable to finish. 6-2 early going. And Finland up by 4. Finland averaging 26.3% from the field, but if Nicole Ogun could help them out, Finland can improve their field goal percentage as they try to go for their first ever quarterfinal bid. Ogun goes in for the tough layup and putting it in. Six-point game, 2 minutes have gone by here in the first. New Zealand having a hard time finding a basket. And the first foul of the game will go to Finland. Tila Talonen, the offending party. Finland as a whole averages 17.3 fouls a game. Nice dribble drive underneath as Hokiana slices right in for 2. Another chance, and that is rejected. So New Zealand and company closing down on defense. Finland relying on another corner 3, and that is off the mark. The rebound and putback by Ogun. Ogun with her 4th point, and it's 10-4. Nice fake from Hippolyte, streaking right into the lane with a Euro step, and she is off to the line. That's the second on Talonen. And the second team foul for Finland. So Talonen will have a seat. Not a good start for the player that is ranked 7th best in scoring. Free throw up and down for Kariana Hippolyte, a 70% free throw shooter. Again, the 7th best player in assists for a game, 14.7 points per game. That is number 10 as she sinks both free throws. New Zealand getting back into the game. Hippolyte checks out. Changes being made. As Cassidy Thompson checks in for Hippolyte. Long shot, that counts as a long two, but it's missed and picked up by Karauna. Rihela missing the shot, and Wakimihia goes for the rebound. Trying to thread the needle was Hokiana, and that is stripped, this time by Rihela. Down to Sepa. And they're working down on the near side, down around the perimeter. 9 to shoot. 6:14 in the first quarter. Here's Leto off the mark. Hot start for Finland, but it has dropped significantly as New Zealand finds their way back again. As Paulus Hokiana scores 2. Four minutes gone by, quarter number 1. Sepa stops near the top and gets the ball again. 3 to shoot, crossover dribble, a chance at a 3. That doesn't go down. And New Zealand really boxing out very well as Karauna comes up with yet another rebound. Up to Sefo. Sefo to Flavel, who finds easy access to the paint but has a hard shot. Taken out of bounds. Finland making their very first appearance in U17 play. New Zealand, their third appearance. Placed 12th in both the last 2 U17 World Cups back in 2022 and 18. Fake head and shoulder drive from Hokiana. Spins around, tries to go off the glass, but that's too high. Lily Lane and Evie Harvari in for Finland as they try to work off the numbers game. And it will go back to New Zealand. Ogun and Rihela checking out. And Grayson Parahi is in for New Zealand, replacing Karauna. 10-8 your score. Evie Sepa checks out, and Anna Gardziela checks in her place. Hot start from Finland, scored 6 straight points. Bodies hitting the floor, and Finland on the receiving end of it. Evie Havari on the block as Erica Mace sends it. Finland working on their ball movement. Nice pass over to Lily Lane, who is off to the line. This is the first of 4 games from Leon in the round of 16 play. One other round of 16 game is well underway. Australia and Chinese Taipei are at halftime. Australia running away with that game 47-16. Justin Taylor is on the call for that as that game comes from Irapuato. First free throw doesn't go down, and for those tuning in wondering if New Zealand did the haka, no, they did not. Bailey Flavel with the foul as Averi knocks down the first. Evie Averi, her first made free throw here in the tournament. The only set center for Finland makes both free throws. It is 12-8 Finland with 4:43 to go. Paulus Hokiana checks out. And Kariana Hippolyte checks in. Cody Sefo is out and Karauna returns. Kariana Hippolyte splits through the double team, goes for the leaner, off the mark, follows through with her own rebound. Another chance at a 3 off the mark. Finland going straight to the 10 as Evie Haveri scores 2. Finland making a good impression in the first few minutes of this game. However, the story has been their field goals. They have dropped to 38% And Bailey Flavel matches her jersey number. That is a triple from near the wing. And we are back to a 3-point game in this first ever meeting between Finland and New Zealand. Again, Finland, one of 4 teams this year making their U17 debut. The drive and the skip out. There's a 3 from the corner. That doesn't go. Fight for the ball on the floor, and that is won by New Zealand. Up the floor is Parahi. Parahi sends it out before flying out of bounds. That's a 3. And it was last touched by Karuna. And again, some more changes for Melanie Bennett's crew. Paulus Hokiana, Sodi Seppo back in for Parahi and Thompson. 3 is good as Finland expands this to a 6-point game. Garziella on the receiving end of the 3. Ada Lukanen and Tila Talonen checking in for Leto and Mace, and they will have a chance at the ball as Cody Seppo turns it over. Three minutes to go here in the first. Finland, with back-to-back threes, have led since then. That 3 goes in and out for Garziella. Ahead of the pack is Hokiana up and in. Paulus Hokiana, who averages 2.7 points per game, has ended up with 4 here in the first. And the difference right now is 4. 17-13 the score. Finland, Garziella has been going to the hot spot down near the wing, but just wouldn't fall down. Crossover from Hokiana. Flavel back to Hokiana. She's going to dance. She's in, and she can't score. Garziella with a tough rebound. And they throw it away. Evie Haveri unable to bring it up to the forecourt. And she wasn't ready for that pass as Finland was trying to go on a break. Back on the floor is Grayson Parahi. Under 2 to go, quarter number 1. New Zealand has fought back after having a tough scoring performance to start the game. They went on a 4-0 run, and they're keeping things at bay on their side. Down by 4, ball remains with Finland as Nicole Ogun checks back in. And that's going to be a tough task for Finland, trying to limit the tournament's best rebounder. So Finland tries it again. It's in the hands of Talonen, who has 2 fouls. Ogun has it stripped. And back up the floor is Seppo. Cross-court pass intercepted by Lane. Talonen out for 3. Yes. And on the receiving end of that, that was Evie Seppa who rung it up to make it 20-13 Finland. Timeout on the floor. New Zealand will take time to think it over with 1:19 to go in the first.
Hold on to the ball. I want Cody to get the ball in the post. Screw away.
New Zealand down by 7, ended up placing second in Group B competition with a 2-1 record, lost to Italy but won 2 straight against Mexico and Mali. And they haven't been able to break the code that has been Finland's great ball movement. And they have possession with about a minute to go here in the first quarter. New Zealand shooting 36% from the field as Hippolyte misses the triple. And Zeffo gets a rebound. Second chance goes. And Parahi gets on the board and cuts this deficit to 4. Ogun having trouble with the paint. Seppa trying to go for a triple herself, but misses. 37 and 9/10 remaining in quarter number 1. Hippolyte out of the game, and Bailey Flavel takes her place. Finland shooting 37% from the field. Same with New Zealand. 6 to go on the 24. 3 ball goes down. And Lane, you can't leave her open. And most of Finland's points have come from downtown. They have hit 5 3-pointers so far. They haven't been able to gain access to the paint. And when you think about it, only 8 points have come from inside, and the bucket goes. The rage continues for Tila Talonen, who put it up and in, playing with 2 fouls at the end of the first quarter. And she comes up with her 5th point. She met Zeffo at the basket and just put it up and in. Talonen is a 58.8% free throw shooter, and she completes the 3-point play. 10-point game. New Zealand ahead. As they maintain their largest lead here in the first. The chant of Suomi as the first quarter buzzer sounds. Finland with a good lead as we head into the second quarter. An impressive start in a quarter where they scored 5 triples. And they lead 26-16 over New Zealand. And this coverage of the round of 16 phase in the U17 Women's World Cup will continue in a moment. And the story of the first quarter, Finland branching out and hitting down triples. They have scored 5 3-pointers in the first, and they lead 26-16 to begin the second quarter. I'm Aaron Sanders for the round of 16 game between Finland and New Zealand. I will have more games for you throughout the Leon leg of the round of 16. Here's a chance. Piana off the mark. And the rebound controlled by Hokiana and leaves it up to Hippolyte. And that is a fast start for New Zealand. Finland did the same thing in the first quarter, hitting back-to-back triples. And inside is Ogun, who is set to go to the line for the and one. Also tuning into this broadcast, Roside Cornelwan, Jane Mary May, who are rooting for the Kiwis. More specifically, Bailey Flavel. FIBA U17 Women's World Cup top scorer this year, 22.7 points per game. Ogun goes 1 for 1 at the line. 3-point play completed as Finland leads 29-18. Finland has been playing good defense, forcing New Zealand outside. Ogun secures the rebound. Finland, nice spin move, but the finish unable to go for Seppa. It's out to Mace, and she streaks right in and misses. Seppo able to flip it right over her. Tough take. And the finish for Flavel. Back to a 9-point game, a minute gone by here in the second quarter. Ogun backing down, fades away, and misses. Zeffo holding her ground against Nicole Ogun, the best rebounder in the World Cup. Another chance for New Zealand underneath, but picking it right up is Wakimihia Karauna. Back to a 7-point game, New Zealand with 1 foul. And they're marching right back into this contest. Evie Seppa outside. 6 to shoot, dribble drive Mace. Mace sends it up down to the far side. 3-ball doesn't go. Rebound, put back, good. A never give up attitude from Nicole Pihama. Nine-point game. Finland capitalizing on the second chances as Pihama takes it away. She had a bucket, now she has a steal. Seppa with the left hand, no. And Karauna trapped underneath the basket as Seppa picks up her first. New Zealand shooting 40% from the field, Finland 38%. These two teams pretty close to each other in rebounds. New Zealand has 16, Finland 14. We are in Leon, the site, one of the sites for the FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. The round of 16 phase started today. Pass broken up, and here comes Lokkola in Finland. They retreat to the paint. Ogun misses it, follows through again. Trying to go off to the triple threat. 3 from Pihama. Pihama on the ball here, scoring 5 points rather, in the second quarter. And that's a timeout for New Zealand. Nicole Pihama catching fire for a player that averages under a point a game. She has picked it right up, going 2 for 4 from the field and capitalizing on 5 points as we're almost 3 minutes gone by here in the second. Largest lead of the game, and New Zealand doesn't seem to be fazed by that. There is plenty of time left to make a comeback as we see Nicole Peama from Finland heading right back to the floor. She is responsible for 5 points in the second quarter. There's her first bucket after she missed a corner three, and this is the three that caused the timeout. She was left wide open and went for a catch-and-shoot triple. And with that, Finland leads 34-22 over New Zealand. Round of 16 tournament winner heads to the quarterfinals on Friday. Reverse layup underneath, and that doesn't go down. Nicole Ogun runs the floor. Suomi with the tempo, and Lokula misses the triple. Cody Zeffo sends it to Hokiana, who conducts the offense. She gives it to Parahi. Fake and kick out, Zeffo inside, too strong. And a fight from Peama. Who has come off the bench ready to go, as she was tied up with Grayson Parahi. Cassidy Thompson in for New Zealand, as Hokiana goes for three and can knock that down. Finland with some clean looks, but haven't found the bottom of the bucket from three-point land. They are 2 of 8. Let's see if they will respond. They do from the corner, but that's too strong off the top iron. A second chance as Parahi gets the read. Hokiana off the screen, 5 to shoot. Now she's in trouble. Zeffo, and too much time as Karauna only had 1 second on the shot clock, so that turns the ball over. Karahuna wouldn't have been able to get a shot off in time because she was able to get the ball with a second on the shot clock. She wasn't expecting the ball up top. However, if there was more time on the 24, she would have been able to catch it and shoot it. That wasn't the case. It's Erica May and Suomi deal with the ball, and that's broken up by Zeffo. She is out to the races. Fakes, spins, and draws the foul. She knew the double team was coming. Great basketball IQ as Wakimihia Karuna checks out. First free throw, no good for Zeffo. And Zeffo hasn't fared well at the free throw line either in the first 3 days of competition, but she averages 7.7 rebounds a game along with 4 a game as she goes 1 for 2 at the line. 34-23 to score, almost halfway here in the second quarter. Finland dominating since the start, but New Zealand has been making a comeback of their own. Cross-court pass almost intercepted, and it's back into the circle. That doesn't go for Lukula. Underneath, Rihela misses. Rebound, Haveri. Haveri tight-roping the baseline, but is able to save it. 9 on the 24. Up and out. Gia Fukuna checking in for Karauna on the last trip down. Fake, spin, fire, and the bucket from Flavel. Bailey Flavel hitting on her 7th point, and New Zealand underneath the basket gives up a deuce to Haveri. Haveri, the only set center for Finland, scores her 6th point of the game. Shot rejected. Here's a pass to Mace, and she defers it right away. 3 ball off the mark. Put back by Mace. Mace passed on the three and was able to get enough real estate to go off that back door for the second chance for Finland. They lead by 13. Under 4 to go. Jump hook doesn't hit for Pakuma. Here's a bullet pass straight to Rihela and sends it to Mace. Erica Mace making it rain. 4th point for her along with 3 boards. Evie Javieri takes the ball. And the fast break continues for Finland. This time they're able to slow it. They started the game on back-to-back threes. 4 to shoot. Here's Mace again. Yes! Erica Mace connecting on her 3rd straight bucket to give Finland a 42-25 lead. And Finland has had some great players that are able to score on a tear. And Erica Mace is one of them as Hippolyte goes for the foul. In the last minute and a half, Erica Mace has been the story for Finland as Garziella and Luukkonen replaces Rihela and Lukkula. 4 players come in for New Zealand: Karahuna, Parahi, Paya, and Hokiana. There's an offensive foul on Karuna. Luukkonen taking that offensive foul, and Finland back on the move as Haley Leto checks in for Mace. High-low pass to Leho. Off the bench, off the board, off the floor, and on the board. As Jussi Rekka, the head coach of Finland, making changes at the right time, and they're able to capitalize on it. Double team from Finland as they come off with a nice block. Finland breaking through with Luukkonen. What a solid first impression in Finland's inaugural round of 16 game. Pass almost picked off by Luukkonen, but she's able to make sure she did not touch the ball. And now they get possession again as Flavel turned it over. Evie Javieri checking out. Under 2 minutes to go in the opening half, and Finland, for the most part, running away with this game as Ogun checks in for Javieri, Hippolyte in for Flavel for New Zealand. Bucket doesn't go. Putback is good by Tila Talonen. Talonen with her 8th point. Shot doesn't go. Coming up at 1:20 until halftime. Australia running away with their round of 16 game over Chinese Taipei, 64-26. Another team that are making their U17 debut as Ogun unable to put it back in. You'll also see Puerto Rico take on Canada in Irapuato after this game. Nice fake and footwork from Ogun, and it pays off for her in a great way. She comes up with her 9th point. Here in the final few seconds here in the second. Hokiana having trouble, able to flip it up and misses. On the floor, Luukkonen. Luukkonen spins around and somehow, some way gets the shot to go as she's able to get Hippolyte out of the picture. Finland was ranked 8th in power rankings. They lead by 27. Nice fake and shot from Karahuna. She is off to the line. And Ogun picks up her first foul with 19.4 to go until halftime. New Zealand placed 12th in both of their U17 appearances back in 2022 and 2018. Karauna makes the first. Usually averages 6 points and 5.3 rebounds a game. She goes 2 for 2 with the line. Make it 52-27 in favor of Finland. Karauna with her 6th point and 4th rebound. Whistle on the steal. Have a look following the free throw, and Kariana Hippolyte using too much of her arm to try to go for the steal. Shot clock off, 10 seconds to go. Nice fake and drive, but that results in a travel. With 7 seconds to go, New Zealand will look for one last shot as Karauna will throw it in. And that travel was on Luukkonen. 2 to go. That's a fling. Bounces twice, but it goes out. And Finland, in their first 20 minutes of tournament play, putting on a solid impression, knocking down 6 3-pointers and shooting nearly 43% from the field. They lead 52-27 over New Zealand. The rebounding game, Finland a +7, 28-21. They are led by Nicole Ogun, who has 9 points and 6 rebounds. Dila Talonen with 5 assists. Bailey Flevel leading New Zealand with 7 points, and Zepho with 6 boards, and Hokiana with 2 assists. As you take a look at the team leaders for both clubs, we also have highlights from the first 20 minutes of this game. Again at halftime, round of 16, Finland 52, New Zealand 27. I'm Aaron Sanders. I'll be back for the call of the second half in less than 15 minutes. From Lyon, you're watching the 2024 FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup.
Nicaragua haciendo historia.
The fourth meeting in the finals of an American. Off we go. Ball game. The passion, the emotion of international basketball. How do you not love it? The Americup.
That is unbelievable. These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
back in León, Mexico. The second game of a round of 16. And again, by the end of today, we'll find out who will make the final 8 on the quest to win this year's FIBA U17 Women's World Cup. And so far in this game, Finland has been dominating and taking over 52-27 against New Zealand. I'm Aaron Sanders. Let's keep the conversation going on the FIBA YouTube page too. And don't forget to subscribe to the premium membership at just 99 cents a month. Imagine that. Custom avatars, badges, exclusive content, premium access to video content, all of that for just 99 cents a month. How can you say no to that? Join in now. I'll get a chance to say hello to you when you subscribe to the membership. Finland has been dominating from beyond the arc. They have hit 6 3 balls and are shooting a total of 43% from the field. New Zealand has been shooting 30% as they are led by both Wakimihia Karuna and Palis Hokiana with 6 points apiece. Bailey Flevel with 7 points. Nicole Ogun with 9 points and 6 rebounds. She has the ball. And Finland has been working at the corners when it comes to spreading out and putting some ball movement. That's a block underneath from Karuna. Defense must be played for New Zealand, especially in the first 3 minutes of the half, because it will establish the tempo to see where this game will go. Quick fake out from Flavel, who gives it to Karuna. Hippolyte, that's a 3. That goes in and out. And another chance for New Zealand. Great hustle up rebound. Fake spin, fire, and no deuce from Hokiana. Finland up the floor. They have a total of 29 rebounds. As Seppa gets the ball back and can't deliver on a wing 3. Go ahead, pass to Karuna. As Seppa picks up her second foul. Karuna 2 for 2 at the line today, along with her 6 points and 5 rebounds. And down the hatch goes the first. New Zealand ranked number 10 in free throw percentage at 61.3 a game, as the second one doesn't go for Karuna. 52-28 is the score. Finland has led since the opening tap, and they have been able to capitalize on the long shots. Ogun with the extra pass. This time it's Rihela who sent it right back out. That 3 doesn't connect for Seppa. Finland with another chance. Bounce pass to Talonen, who is playing with 2 fouls. Batted away by Sefo. He's able to pick up the ball from the floor. Zepha going in deep to Karuna, who jukes her way right in but misses the deuce. And it's out of bounds, New Zealand ball. Game update from Irapuato. Australia leads Chinese Taipei 83-40 with under 3 minutes to go. And it looks like Australia will continue their run to win the championship. They have not met the podium since 2018, where they won bronze. And Chinese Taipei, this marks their first appearance ever in a U17 World Cup. Same with Finland, who has been playing superb lately, and the rebound picked up by Talonen. as she feeds it to Leto, and it's back around to Talonen. Talonen cutting in from the right and scores. Just triangle passing off on the far side paid off for Tila Talonen. We are in the round of 16. Winner of this goes to the quarterfinals. New Zealand looking to advance, but they are down by 26. For the shoot, nice spin move. Shot at the shot clock buzzer goes down. As Sefo hits her first triple, she has 4 for the day, and that matches her average. New Zealand secured bronze in last year's U17 Asia Championship and ranked 11th in the power rankings here today. The jumper doesn't fall for Mace. Ogun's there for the rebound and the putback off the glass. Ogun with 11 points as she's holding her ground around to the basket, not allowing New Zealand to get an easy chance. Shot underneath from Karauna is a no-go, and back comes Finland, and Mace picks it up. New Zealand shooting 28%, Finland 42. The teardrop doesn't go for Lukula. Okeana stripped. Under 6 to go. Talonen up and in. Talonen up and in with her 12th point. A chance for Flevel, but she's unable to get the runaway layup. Lukula slows it down and gets it back and misses the 3. Ogun with an easy rebound, a mismatch as the triple does not go. And off the foot is Zeffo, and back comes Finland. Lukula near side. Leto almost had it back, but here comes New Zealand on the break. And Erica Mace poking it out of the hands of Hippolyte. Talonen checking out. Tila Talonen with 12 points. Leading scorer of the game. Suomi leading 58-31. Under 5 to go as Cody Zeffo is at the bench. Handful of changes. First for New Zealand, Taya McMeechin getting her first chance on the floor today as the 3-ball doesn't go. Grayson Parahi along with Sophia Hickey in for New Zealand. For Finland, Averi, Rihela, and Lukkanen, all replacing Ogun, Talonen, and Mace. The turnover from Rihela sends it back to New Zealand. Dribble drive and pass into Hickey, and she is off to the line. 1,000 people watching Finland and New Zealand. Let's see if we could add to that. If you like what you see, give us a like, comment, and subscribe to the FIBA social media platforms. First free throw bounces off the top for Sophia Hickey. .50% free throw shooter in the first 3 days. Ken goes 50% on that trip. 58-32, your score with under 4:30 left here in the third. Coming up next from Leon, it is Japan versus Mali. Two of these teams have been making waves in this year's U17 Women's World Cup. Quick dribble and the skip pass. And a turnover. Also, be a part of the Super Chat for $2. You'll have a chance to win an official FIBA Molten game ball. Enriquez Paye checking in for Flavel. And the shot doesn't fall. A little under 4 minutes to go. Lukala fended off. 10 on the 24. Leto looking for the seal. Goes to the left side instead. Leto speeds it up and tees it up from downtown. (61-32) the score. Round of 16, winner plays in the quarterfinals. Finland in their very first R16 game. And a driving layup goes down as Hippolyte gets two more. Hippolyte with her sixth bucket. Going 2 for 7 this afternoon. Lukala working on the crossover dribble, but flips it up instead. Back out top, Leto misses. Another opportunity, that doesn't go down for Javieri. And up the floor is Hickey. Hickey to Hippolyte. Too strong on the layup. New Zealand was looking to break, but the speed was too much on the drive. The entry pass to Rikila. Rihila working off of that. (61-34). Hickey for three, yes. Sophia Hickey with the assist from Enriquez Paye. Both of these clubs relying on the three heavily today. They're shooting under 30% from that spot. 3 to go on the 24. Tie up, Finland ball. Quick break into the action. The largest lead in this game has been 29. Finland, largest run, 18-0. And Leto and Lukula checks out. And Talonen and Lane replaces them. In the stage of this quarter, Finland with 2 team fouls and New Zealand none. As the officials have a conference with 1:33 left in the third. And while they have that conference, again, let's take a look at the journey for both of these teams. Finland, in their first ever appearance in the U17 Women's World Cup, ended up with a 1-2 record in Group A, giving them third place. Lost to Japan by 2, lost to Spain 71-35, but picked up their very first victory 64-58 in the hands of Argentina. New Zealand 2-1, second in Group B, lost to Italy 71-63, but picked up 2 huge victories against Mexico and Mali. And this, their third appearance in the World Cup. And they have confirmed it is New Zealand ball. So we are back on. They ruled it a 24-second violation. Remember, they tussled with one on the shot clock, and they reset the shot clock to a full 24. They fought for it, but either way, if the ball did not hit the net, a shot clock is set to expire, and that's what they decided. And on the shot clock, spin, drive, and miss from Hickey. Finland doing a good job spacing out New Zealand's 2-3 zone. Under a minute to go. Finland has led since the opening tip. Hippolyte in trouble, bailed out, and a 3-ball. Rica Enriquez Paye gets on the board. Difference of 7 seconds on the shot and game clock. Luukkonen outside. 3 doesn't fall. That's Evie Haveri in a tough spot to begin with, right on the side of the basket. Seven seconds to go. New Zealand ball to wrap up the third quarter. Here's the drive from McMeechin. Underneath. Goes down. As the third quarter comes to a close, New Zealand finishing strong. Thanks to Sophia Hickey. 63-42 is the score, and this round of 16 game will continue in just a moment. Back for the fourth quarter, round of 16 game between Finland and New Zealand. And Finland making a lasting first impression in the FIBA World, making their inaugural appearance in the U17 Women's World Cup. They lead 63-45. Right away, the 3-ball for Parahi gets the scoring to go for New Zealand. New Zealand shooting 33% from the field. And Finland responds as Evie Seppa delivers. 66-45. An update from the Inforum in Iripuato. Australia defeats Chinese Taipei 89-45. They will advance to the quarterfinals as the driving layup goes for Tila Talonen, who has 14. She is the game's leading scorer. As Finland continues to work underneath the basket. So Australia will await the winner of Spain and Mexico, which will cap off the round of 16 game day today. Winner of Finland and New Zealand will meet Puerto Rico and Canada tomorrow. Matter of fact, everybody will take an off day tomorrow and will play in the quarterfinal on Friday. Semifinal action Saturday, and the bronze and gold medal games on Sunday, with classification games going throughout the weekend. 8 on the shot clock. A quick splitting drive goes in for Enriquez Paya. She is heating up here in the second half, as it's now 68-47 Finland. Coming up next, Japan versus Mali. The winner of that faces the winner of USA and Egypt. Nice slash to the lane from Mace, but it doesn't go in. In the fourth quarter. Again, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And we hope you're enjoying the broadcast and hope you've been enjoying the entire tournament so far and continue to join in. Erica Mace on the foul. As Hippolyte goes to the line to shoot a pair. Karuna and Flavel in for Parahi and Hickey on the last trip for New Zealand, and Finland as Anna Garziella and Heli Leto in for Sepa and Talanen. Ikon Ogun just checked out, and Evie Javieri goes in. Cassidy Thompson for New Zealand in as Hippolyte gets the first. She is 4 for 4 from the line with a total of 8 points and 4 rebounds for the day. So Hippolyte is out, and now for New Zealand, they have Flavel, Hokiana, Thompson, Sefo, and Karuna. Finland with Mace, Leho, Rihela, Javieri, and Garziella. They lead by 19. Off the steal is Hokiana, and they press it right into the front court with Flavel. Flavel dances, comes in from the left, and misses the layup. Dominating game for Finland right from the start. New Zealand had some spurts in the second and third quarter, but they were no match to Finland's passing ability and spacing out, as the three doesn't go for Rihela, who tried to save her own miss. And she definitely stepped on the line before the ball was out of her hands. Under 7 to go in regulation. From Leon, the next game will be Mali and Japan. Turnover for New Zealand, as Yoshiki Tatsumi is rooting on for the Kiwis. Stats and facts from this game. A plus 15 in boards for Finland. They were able to take care, or trying to take care of business against the top 5 team in rebounds. They're doing that 48 to 32. There is a long shot. And Hokiana able to box out and control the rebound. Thompson. Hokiana was looking for the pass underneath, but far beyond her reach. .5:57 to go. Erica Mace and Finland looking to make more history. They picked up their very first U17 dub against Argentina yesterday. And on their way to get their first ever tournament phase win. As New Zealand brings it up the floor. Flavel in the spin cycle and carries it in. She gave her defenders a spin for their lives as she cashes in. A 17-point game. We have seen some comebacks before and it's gotten pretty close in this tournament alone. A whopping baseball pass to Zeffo. Zeffo fakes, spins, off the glass, off the mark. And that would have been a pretty nice play to put on the highlight reel if that went in. Suomi in control. In and out dribble. A look for Rihila. Found her own rebound. Fighting for the ball. And Evie Javieri trying to go for the rebound, and she was found on top of Rihila. Players dive in. You try to hustle for the ball. You have to give credit to both of the hustle for both of these teams. We have a timeout with under 5 minutes to go in the game. Finland with the lead as they are looking to hold on and march into the quarterfinals for the first time in program history. New Zealand have been trying to keep this as close as best as they can, but they haven't been able to finish strong at the hole, considering they're the fourth best team in rebounds, 55 rebounds a game. They have been limited to 35 today. Finland ranked 6th heading into today's matchup, 54.3 rebounds. To their credit, they have 51. Leading scorer for New Zealand up top is Bailey Flavel, 9 points. But I'm impressed on their side with Karuna. Wakimihia Karuna has 7 points and 6 rebounds. One of the few bigs for New Zealand and for Finland. I'm impressed with Tila Talonen. I keep on hearing a lot of good things from Talonen throughout the tournament. I also saw her and her teammate Evie Seppa become a dynamic duo for Suomi. And they've been working in synergy since the start. Nicole Ogun draws contact and she heads to the line. The first foul for New Zealand in the quarter, the second foul for Cody Ziffo. Ogun already with the double-double, 13 boards and 11 rebounds. Or 13 boards and 11 points, my mistake. And she misses the first free throw. This is only her second and third trip at the line. 5 of 10 from the field, usually averages 6.3 points and 11.8 rebounds a game. She has surpassed that, no doubt about it. Misses both on the trip. Finland with another chance, and the rebounding game has been strong for them too, as Nicole Ogun makes up for the misses. 21 offensive rebounds. Make that 22. For a total of 53 for Finland. Counting down to their historic victory in tournament play as Ogun is on the other end of the give and go. After this game, 5:30 Eastern Time, will be Japan and Mali. Australia already punching their ticket into the quarterfinals after defeating Chinese Taipei. And with their 89-45 win, that knocks Chinese Taipei out of the bracket and in the classification play as they continue to look for their first victory in U17 competition. And Zeffo hits the first free throw. Australia awaits the winner of Spain and Mexico. That will end the schedule here today. And Zeffo gets the second one to drop. 72-53, Hippolyte and Zeffo checking out. Spain and Mexico, the last game, will get underway at 10:30 Eastern Time, 8:30 local. Coming up, Puerto Rico and Canada in less than 40 minutes over in Irapuato, and Ogun continues to work off the nice high-low passes. That makes it 17 points for Ogun, a double-double performance yet again. Japan and Mali to get underway in an hour from Leon, followed by USA and Egypt, Argentina and Italy, Croatia and France, and Spain and Mexico. Shot off the mark, Ogun another rebound. Under 3 to go. Out to Lukkola. The other end of the floor, layup off the mark. Finland shooting 38% from the field with 74 points. Talonen out to Lukkola again. That's off. A 21-point lead for Finland. McMeechan from the key. Lukkola on the rebound. And with running room up and in for Finland, Nicole Pimaha. Remember her, she scored 5 quick points in the second quarter. A driving layup and a 3-ball, which prompted New Zealand to call a quick timeout. McMeechan misses. Still looking for her first point of the game. And New Zealand showing force out on the fast break. McMeechan stripping it out of bounds. Lukkola will head to the bench after a well-deserved performance from her. And even though Lukkola did not score, she had 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And it helped out for Finland. Everybody contributed today. A 3-ball from the wing doesn't hit. Nicole Ogun, the leading scorer, 17 points and 15 rebounds. She is done for the day. Looking forward to their quarterfinal matchup. 7 to go. Fall away from McMeechin. Off the mark. Final minute in this round of 16 game. The first one from Leon. And New Zealand battling through the steal. And Hickey falls away and puts it in. (76-55). Tallinn off to the bench. Another good outing from Tallinn in 14 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Give and go pass. Fantastic basketball. And Erica Mace goes in for 2. New Zealand will be playing in the classification games moving forward. As the smothering defense from Finland and their quick passing really outwitted them today. And Finland continues to make history in their inaugural trip in the U17 Women's World Cup. Their first round of 16 win as they advance to the quarterfinals. Finland isn't finished. They defeat New Zealand 78-55 with 60 rebounds as a team. Most of them coming from Nicole Ogun, the player of the game, a double-double, 17 points, 15 boards, 8 of 13 from the field. Finland shot 38.3% for New Zealand. This was a game where speed outwitted them, but they were led by Bailey Flevo, who ended up with 9 points. Sophia Hickey with 8. Wakimihia Karuna with 7 points and 6 rebounds. And a losing effort. And Finland, all smiles as they advance to the quarterfinals for the first time in program history. They await the winner of Puerto Rico and Canada, and they will play them in Leon on Friday. The final again, Finland 78, New Zealand 55. Coming up in an hour, if you're sticking to the Leon leg of things, will be Japan versus Mali. More games coming up at 5 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. local time, Puerto Rico and Canada. So it's safe to say that both Puerto Rico and Canada have seen their future competition. It's a matter of who will advance. Music, dancing, and celebration for Suomi. One of 4 teams making their debut in the U17 tournament, and they could proudly say they are the first out of those 4 new teams to make it to the next round. For the 2024 FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup from Mexico, this is Aaron Sanders. We'll be back in an hour.
Tony's